Okay, taking off.
I was just starting to miss the feeling of wind beneath our wings.
Fortunately, the ships never collide when you see that kind of stuff. Alright, up in space. Let's go to, say, this planet. This is actually a moon. I have no idea what kind of things are there. But actually, that's not true. When you go on a moon, or highlight a planet or moon, this here, I don't know, I'm trying to circle it, but if you see like where it says resources, that'll tell you what that can be obtained at that planet or moon. So we'll fast travel there. Apparently the grav jump is only really used from going from star system to star system when you're within a
Thank you. Pick up the hill.
here we go.
There you are.
So you get to see some space combat because this guy wants to tangle, so.
Time to collect. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's get him.
So one of my backgrounds was I'm wanted, so these guys always show up from time to time and they want to fight. That's fine.
Their engines that way. All solid. Enemy shield, your hardest grab target disabled. Their shields have been
You know, how much punishment your ship can take, you know, there's a lot of factors like what kind of shields you use and, you know, things, there are perks you can do to make your shields more effective.
disabled their shields.
And those guys are just, you know, they're kind of laughable. They're not even a threat, but they can show up in numbers. In which case, sometimes I do need to duke it out because they'll have more ships than I can, and they'll be giving me damage. But whenever you destroy the ships, you can loot ship wreckage too. Like each of these things here, the arrows on the map point to areas where there's wreckage from the ships that were destroyed. You can just highlight them and then fast travel, or not fast travel, but like you can fly to them and collect the stuff. So you can get a lot of things that way too. Ship parts is another thing you can really get off the wreckage of other ships. You can buy it also, but ship parts are what you use to repair your ship when you get damaged. For some reason I'm doing this on the PC, so some of my when I use the mouse at all in conjunction with the keyboard, sometimes it screws up, and now it's not taking a lot of my controller commands for stuff. It's all through the mouse, but keyboard, but whatever, it's fine, doesn't matter. So basically, they're all gone. I was going to tell you, see, now if you can see like here, well, see, I can't, it's not giving me control. Anyway, lower right hand corner you see the ship with the kind of wavy lines around it. That's your shields, of course. And the number 100, that's 100% shield. That'll tell you where your shield strength is at. Just below that you see hull, and a long white line, that's your hull strength. And when that starts going down in combat, that's when you know when that gets to 0, that's when your ship will be destroyed. So you want to keep an eye on that. And it's usually the right stick pressing down will activate your using your ships to your ship parts to repair your ship. You can do that while you're in combat, and it's a good thing to have a bunch of those. Keep them like I keep those in the hold on the ship. I don't carry them on my person. They're actually kept on the hold of the ship, and having a bunch of them is always a good thing. So here we are at this planet, and we're going to open it up. And if you press, I believe it's the left bumper is how you do the scanning thing. And this basically unlocks or shows you what the ship has or what the planet has. Like here, each area, just hover over it, it's uranium. Or in this area you can find cobalt. And down here there's lead. Water, of course, is everywhere, and also said nickel. A lot of this stuff is color coded, and you might that I have issues with colors, so some of them I can't quite catch, but you and Jerry will do better than me in that regard. But I just there we go. There's nickel. See, to me, these two colors, like the uranium, excuse me, and the nickel, look the same. So it's like I can't differentiate between the two. But anyway, just pick, like, say we want to find uranium. Okay, so we'll pick that as a landing spot. And we'll bring our ship down. You can also exit through the ladder and the hatchway, or you can just do like a fast exit, like exit ship immediately. I usually just do that, and that puts me immediately outside. I don't have to deal with more than one
Suit
loading
seals look
screen.
good.
Okay?
Out we go.
And if you don't have one of these, the rover, I recommend it. It's a very useful item to have. Cover a lot of ground. I think I told you about this before. If you're encumbered at all, it's a good way to get back to your ship. You don't have to go, you're not encumbered. But you're still encumbered, but you can travel much faster and such. So, anyway, if you open up your scanner, the same scanner you used when we scanned the planet, left bumper, it highlights stuff that are like right here. Okay? Right here, we're on a uranium vein. Okay? And basically, so it's got what you want to do then. If you find a place you want to set up a camp, you just press your left bumper again, and you press the X button, and that's how you put basically out. This is the outpost thing you want to put down. And now this is an outpost. You can build on this outpost. And you can say, for example, if you have the materials, I don't have the materials with me because they're on the ship, actually. I'm not carrying them on my person, but get into the build menu. Come on. Alright. This thing screwed me up because it's there we go. Fuck. Because I got like a mix of keyboard controls and controller controls right now because I did something. I'll have to figure that out later. But anyway, so to go into this, you can either go to, and you can rename them also. If you go up to it and you can give it any name. I like to do that. Like, say I'm mining uranium, I might say like, Outpost uranium. They spelled it wrong, but whatever, who cares? So then when you're from space, you'll see, like, if you go to your space map, you'll see, it'll say, first of all, this is how you'll know that you have an outpost there. It has this thing right there. See this, and I got a bunch of other ones in this area where I'm doing mining stuff, but this symbol here will let you know that you have one of your outposts are there. And if you go to the planet itself and go to the outpost, if you named it, the name will be there. So Outpost Uranium. That's how you know what's what across. Because if you have a bunch of them, you won't remember what you got going on each particular planet. So naming them really helps along with that. So once you're like I said, you can go here to open up the build menu, or you can press your left bumper and that will open that, and then if you press your X button, that gives you like the things you can build. Like this is uranium extractor. It shows you on the upper left corner here the things I need to build. What I don't have is aluminum. It's on the ship. I must have tungsten and iron on my person. I don't know why that is, but it doesn't matter. But that's what you would need to build. It also tells you down here operating costs, how much power you need to run that. So if you go to your power sources, like these things, solar arrays, basically are default. You come with them. It'll tell you one of these puts out 4 units of power per array, and again it tells you what you need above their building requirements to construct one of these. That comes a little later. Wind turbines also provide. This gives you 3. You can double up on these too, and again it tells you what you need to build these. The advanced one, it comes from that gives you more power, but that comes from upgrading your abilities and stuff a little bit. But things like the wind turbines, you got to make sure. I mean, it only is going to work on planets that have atmosphere. Obviously, if you got a planet that has no atmosphere, there's no wind. So, but the solar arrays should pretty much work anywhere because you're always going to have starlight or you know, a sun or whatever that'll get power from. Then you have your fusion reactors; those come later when you can unlock them. And that's kind of what I go with these days as much as I can. I may start with one of those, like there's the basic one which gives you 30. It's only saying 20 here. No, that's a fuel generator, I'm sorry. Here we go, reactor. This gives you 30 power, okay? And at the bottom, if you see, well, at the bottom right, it'll tell you how it says cargo and crew, and it'll say needed power. So if you put up a bunch of extractors, here that number will tell you how much power you need to run all this stuff in your outpost, and then next to that it'll tell you how much power you're actually generating. So that's one way you can see how much, if you're going to put up extractors and stuff, it'll show you, you know, basically, you know what, I'll just go get all my my stuff, and I'm going to go to the ship, grab my components, and you know what I'm going to need? Actually, I'm going to need the, yeah, this is going to need this because I'm going to be way encumbered once I grab all that stuff. But and this is precisely why I wanted this box, where it allowed me to bring everything I had with me, because that it's useful. You know, I'm not going to land on a planet out and go back and forth. I got to go back to Lodge and pick up. I don't have any adaptive frame, so I got to get that now. And you know, this really eliminates the need for that. So.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
By the way, Drasia is a really cool companion because she's great on the battlefield and she doesn't give you too much crap. Like, what's her name? Sarah just complains about everything you do. You know, she'll like make all these little snarky comments, and I felt like I was hanging around with like a school teacher or librarian. So I think Jerry can attest to that as well. Oh, come on. Alright. By the way, a quick way, when you have a lot of stuff in a container or whatever, if you use the right button, once you're in there, if you use the right bumper, you can take everything instead of having to individually take it. It moves things quicker. As you can see, I'm totally encumbered now. And one thing I did not realize, and I discovered this watching another video, is when you're completely encumbered and your health goes down like that, it will never go, you'll never die from it. It'll go to a certain point and it'll stop at that point. Now I do have a health perk that I think my health slowly builds over time, as you can see that. It's kind of like the healing mutation in 76, so that's something I absolutely wanted to invest time in, which I did. So, but going forward, if you, but until you have that, just simply like sleeping somewhere, okay? Or you can use health packs, that'll bring your health back to normal. So, okay, so now I have everything I need. I can actually build stuff. So let's, okay, we'll put a, and if you use the back button, that also, and you can use your stick and pull back. This whole area here is a uranium mine. You can put extractors anywhere along here. And then as you upgrade your outpost stuff, using your D-pad, you can get better extractors. As you can see, these will, in each of those, will put out more, will extract more material from the outpost. Okay. So let's say, like, I put a couple of these down. These are going to be your. You know what? Let me go with the lower end one. Okay, let's say we put a couple of these down. One thing that's nice is with the power, you do not have to, when you put a power thing down there, it's all wireless. You don't have to worry about hooking up wires and stuff like you do in Fallout 4 or 76. It's just kind of, you know, as long as you have power within the circle of your outpost, everything that needs power will draw power. So that's kind of a cool thing. So let's say we have, now you can see at the bottom where I have the cargo, crew, needed power. I need 20 units of power to operate all these things, okay? So we'll go to power, let's say, and if you look at the number where it says total power, watch that. See, if I start putting these down, that gives me 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Perfect. So now these things are operating. Okay? Now, what we want to do is, where's my vehicle? There it is. Let's go over there. You should be able to see them actually, should be drilling or doing something. Yeah, see, they're now there. You can see that they're actually, making uranium. If you go to it, you see it's already got some uranium. So cool. Now what you do is, that noise tells you it's like it just like mine more uranium. So basically, let's build some. You know, storage is definitely the way to go. And this is the thing I like to do. It's something I didn't know how to do this until I watched a video, but it's definitely the way the guy's smart. So let's put like, again, you need materials for these. They don't tell you how much. Right on the side there. But you know, I collect everything and I store everything. So just for this reason. And then you can put them on the top as well. And then what you can do is you go into, if you like do a, yeah, it's right trigger will open up the, this is how you connect these things. Like this now we're going to connect this wirelessly to these containers here by using the right trigger, okay? And let's do it here. You know what? No, let's do it here. Okay, so connected there, right trigger, and it's now connected here. Everything that's mining is going into this storage container. So what we'll do is we'll click on it again, go up to here. This is how we're going to daisy chain these together. And then from there, we'll go to here. And then from here down to here. And then from there to there. And then from there up there, and so forth and so on, basically. Fucked up, but anyway, if you don't screw it up like I just did, and another thing we have here is what's called a it's called a transfer container. It can be used as like a hub for all your other stuff, and but all these other extractors, we can hook those up as well. I'll make sure I'm going to the right spot. Make sure they all go to the starter one. There. So if we exit out of that, we'll go up to the transfer container. No, I didn't connect the wrong one. Connect whatever your endpoint is with these. Like I screwed up the way I did this, so but whatever your endpoint is, you take that one and then connect it to the transfer container. And now, so everything that's in there will eventually will come to here, as you can see. And there's 29 uraniums in here. What happens this will fill up, then all those will fill up. And then you can just keep coming back, or whenever, and pick up your uranium. That's how you accumulate all this stuff. And every planet has different things. Like I'll show you if you go into the star map. Like over here, I have in this moon here, Grissom. I have this is iron and helium I have going on this planet, or on this moon, and I have. And then here is this one here is a straight helium, I believe. Yeah, helium. It's a big outpost, and this is what I'm using. The helium that's coming to my main base, which I showed you, is coming from that planet. I have a thing there. It's like I have this massive helium production facility going on that planet, and it's bringing helium to my other planet, so I can send that stuff out to the to where I'm growing the polymer. And then, again, like here I have, oh, this is an adhesive farm. So I got plants here that are making adhesive for me. Instead of having to buy all the stuff, I just, I found ways where you can just do it yourself. That way it's just much easier. You don't have to go, because stores only have limited supplies of these things. But if you set up stuff like this, you don't have to worry about that. You'll have limitless supplies of them. This stuff accumulates so much you'll never be in want again. Any kind of weapon modification that you need these things for, you'll be able to do, and you'll think nothing of it. So, okay, so that's basic. I'm gonna delete all the stuff because I already have uranium going somewhere else. I just did this for. Oh yeah. By the way, another thing is if you're looking for your rover, if you put on your scanner, it'll show you, and just look around. It'll show you exactly where it is. So I'm going to get rid of all this stuff just because I already have this. I just did this for demonstration purposes, but that's how you do it. Now, if you want to take down an outpost, I'll show you, because I'm going to do that right now. I'll show you how to do that. And delete everything there, and it'll remove it from your inventory. You start off with a limited amount of outposts you can make, and then again, there's perks you can do to increase that, or like. I have a thing that gives me, since this is a computer, I can use console commands, and I have a command that allows me to make unlimited. Well, basically I set it for 20, and I figure I'm never going to use more than 20, so. But the one on Xbox, same thing, there's that unlimited perk. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I can't get this to work, and well, it is working out, and thanks for your help on that, by the way, but you can do that and not have to worry about the limit on this. But there is a perk that allows, you build that up, and then you can have a maximum of, I think it's set 12 or something like that. It's, it sucks, man. I'm like, there's reasons why you need more than 12 outposts, I think, in my personal opinion. But anyway, if you take this down like that, it'll ask you, are you sure you want to do this? Yes. So it's all gone. Like I said, I don't need it anymore. I have uranium elsewhere. But anyway, that's how you put it. And then you can build your structures too, things you can live in, and, build habitats there where you have workbenches or places to hang out or whatever. And that's, all right. I saw a little bit of ship combat. So that's it for this one, and I'm going to do one for shipbuilding next, and then I'll do one for combat just to show you some of the weapons I use. So that's it, man. Hope this is helping you. Till next time. Later.